Hello programmers, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to continue with C++ and we are going to start with for loops. So in C++ we have three loops: for loops, while loops and do while loops, but in today's video we are going to be covering for loop. So for loops are basically, for example, if someone gave you to print 250 numbers, so for that you will have to write separate statements for each 250 numbers. For example, you wrote 1, then you will write the same for 2, then you will write for 3, then you will write for 4, and like this you will have to print 250 statements. So instead of doing this, what if we write a function which prints all the 250 numbers in one line? So this can only happen when we use the for loops. So for loops are meant for writing. So we write for loops like this. For is a function, keyword, so it appeared orange, and so in this for loop function, we actually, there's no need to assign the variable right here. So we do not assign it here, we just assign it in these small brackets. So I'll just int 5. We also have to assign the value, we cannot input it. Okay, so remember to put a semicolon after assigning, after taking the data type variable and assigning the value to the variable, and then what you will do is you will actually tell the computer, the program, the compiler, that till where you want the numbers to be printed. For example, I wrote like you actually have to tell the compiler that you have to print the numbers until it reaches 250 numbers. So if I want the compiler to print the numbers until it reaches 250 numbers, what will I write is a is less than or equal to 250. So it will be printed unless it reaches 250. Okay, and here I will give the value as 1. So it prints from 1 and continues till 250. Because I've written equal to sign, it will continue till 250. Otherwise, if I do not put this, it will only continue till this 249. Okay, so we really need this equal to sign, and after this we put another semicolon, and after this we have to put this a plus plus. A plus plus, as you know, it is kind of, it works as an increment, and it actually states that we need to, it actually works, this for loop function will only work when we put a plus plus, because it actually adds 1 to it. As you know, increment add 1 to add 1 to the variable, so it will continue to add 1 1 1 1 till it reaches 250. Okay, and then what we have to do is we'll as a function we use a curly bracket, and after this we'll put cout, and we'll write a. We want to print the value is, we'll just write this. Or you can also give a statement, as we're printing 250 numbers, that the 250 numbers are as, or you can write the natural numbers till 250 are as follows. Okay, so this is cool. Okay, now let's run it. Remember, no semicolon in for loops. So okay, there is an issue, just a minute. Actually, this has been printed 250 times, so I have to remove this. Yes, okay, now let's run this. As you can see, I got 250 numbers. So this, if I want that these 250 numbers should be printed in separate lines, I'll just put /l or /n, and as you can see, we get all the numbers in we get all 250 numbers in different lines. So this actually happened, the when I wrote this thing, when I wrote the numbers till 250 are this statement actually printed 250 times because I wrote it in the for loop function. If I want it to print, I can print it here. I can print it here like this. The natural numbers till 250 are as follows, and let's see this. Let us see this. The natural numbers till 250 are as follows, and it got printed. Okay, now if I want this one also to come down, I'll just use endl here. I'm in a habit of using endl. You can also use /n, so I use endl most of the time. Let's see this again. See, I got 1 in the next line because I actually wrote endl here, so that whatever the next statement is starts from the next line. So I hope you understood this for loops, because they're really easy. They're just meant to make work easier. Instead of writing separate 250 statements for printing 250 numbers, I just wrote a statement, a function in one line, and all the 250 numbers got printed. So this is what the work of 250 for loop is. And remember, in the for loop function, whatever you will write in the cout, it will be printed the number of times you have written in here. So as I wrote 250, this statement was actually printed 250 times because I wrote it in the for loop function. If I wanted to print it still, I'll just write it outside the for loop function, so it gets printed only one time. So I'll just drop the homework down below, and make sure you comment on it. Comment the homework down below, because as you know, it's just for practice, and I'll definitely comment down if it is correct or not. So thank you so much for watching this video, and meet you in the next video.